Thank you for tuning in to Mind Your Business, M.Y.B Talk Radio, the business talk show that talks all about business. I'm your host, Miss Robin-Annette, and today we're going to talk about Prettier than Plastic. We're going to talk about the business side of plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, and reconstructive surgery. Please make sure you call in at 1-877 News. On CNN, now Spain needs to be bailed out. Spain banks need 40 billion euros in U.S. dollars. That would be considered 46 billion to preserve the continuous financial stability, according to the International Monetary Fund publication. Yahoo News on Facebook. Texas is testing out an 85-mile-per-hour speed limit on a stretch toll between Austin and San Antonio, Texas. It was stated, so if you're in Texas on the highway, use some self-control. Anyway, as I said, guys, today's topic phrase is prettier than plastic. There are many reasons why people get reconstructive surgery, plastic and cosmetic. There are those who want to correct more injuries due to accidents and life-altering events that have severely distorted their appearance and parts of their body and face. But however, some of us, we go into the cosmetic for more surgeries and plastic surgeries more for glamour than vanity, especially nowadays when image is huge and has been for the past 30, 40 years. And don't mistake when I say that, because we all want to look our best, and there's nothing wrong with enhancing your beauty, but you really got to think about the effects and the risks that you take. There's articles.com. Plastic surgery goes as far back as 4,000 years ago. I don't know if you guys know that, and that happened in Rome. The word plastic is derived from a Greek word, plastikos, meaning shape or mold. However, I wasn't satisfied with that because I knew it probably went back even a little further than that. 4,000 years ago, I'm sure somebody somewhere had the idea. So I went back even further than that. According to plasticsurgery.com, stated that plastic surgery goes as far back as 2000 BC in India or Egypt. Ancient physicians practiced fundamental forms of plastic surgery, and this went for many years. On the former gladiators, they were experimenting and doing surgeries on the former gladiators because of all the injuries they suffered and all the bodily injuries severely. And at the fall of Rome at the end of the 3rd century, plastic surgery, quote unquote, was put on hold for several years by, I believe it was Pope Innocent III. And I'm pretty sure that was because, he said, this is not natural. God didn't create you this way, so why are you altering? I don't care what has happened. So that's what happened there, which I can understand. He kind of had the same idea I have. And there, according to cosmeticsurgery.com, almost $9.5 million. Now, this is bringing it up to current day. Cosmetic surgery and non-surgical procedures were performed in the U.S. in 2010. And Americans spent over $10.7 billion, B with a billion dollars, on cosmetic surgeries in 2010. That's according to Cosmetic Plastic Surgery, statistics.com. And sfcosmeticsurgery.com said that it was due to 13.1 million cosmetics procedures done. That's an increase of 5% from 2009. 10.5 billion in 2011. That's from the board-certified plastic surgery. And, of course, we're already in June of this year, so we're probably at the halfway point there. So call in, guys. Give your opinion. I want to see what you guys think. If you had the money, would you go ahead forth and do the surgeries? I'm not talking about those who've been through medical conditions and things like that. I mean, just to enlarge breasts or fix your nose or something like 3, 4. So now I want to go into, according to Wiki Answers, which is Wikipedia's Ask website, basically. There are about 60,000 different plastic cosmetic surgeons, and there are many different procedures and services out there. Botox, and it's going for $200 to $400 per area. Breast augmentation for saline, because there's 2 different types of materials. Saline is $5,000 to $6,500, and silicone is $6,000 to $8,000. Facelift is $7,000 to $9K. The collagen injections, that's very popular. My goodness, $500 to $1,500. Now, here's something you might not know about, which is the arm lift. $5,000 to $6,500. You got the blue pill, and that's for your skin. They put some type of chemical peel on you, and they peel it off, and you have better skin. Just as medium peel and things like that. That's going from $500 to about $4,000 or $7,000. You got the forehead lift for $3,500, and so on and so on. And of course, the permanent. Oh, you also have permanent eyeliner. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but women, a lot of ladies and men also, are getting permanent eyeliner and eyebrows that's tattooed on or surgically put. Guys, call in. Like I said, I want to see what your opinion is on that. Would you prefer, do you mind something, even for your lady, would you prefer something like that? Do you mind breast augmentation? Would you mind different things? And there's so many different others. There's even buttocks implants, which is nuts. I would be petrified. I would be scared to even sit down. So I don't know. I don't. The top 10, and you'll be surprised at some of the things here that I found. Top 10 best surgeries and well-known surgeries. Let's go down the list. As you can only imagine, Miami, Florida is number 1. Number 2 is Atlanta, Georgia. Number 3 is Dallas, Texas. Number 4 is San Francisco. Number 5 is Sacramento, California. And guess what? Number 6 in the best and most popular and most efficient plastic surgery is Baltimore. Baltimore is up number 6 on the countdown of 10. How about that? So I didn't realize that. Nashville, Tennessee is number 7, and I'm sure that's probably due to Johns Hopkins, because we have some very good surgeries and doctors and surgeons here. So that kind of doesn't surprise me. So anyway, number 7 is Nashville, Tennessee. 8 is Louisville, Kentucky. 9 is Seattle, and my city, D.C., is on number 10. And even though it's top 10, that's pretty good. I didn't think that was going to be last, but that's okay. That was coming from sfcosmeticsurgery.com. So here's kind of a controversial attachment or addition to you, which is, let's talk about hair weaves. That is another false identity that is attached to many of the women here, and not just here, but in all over the world. And let me just say this again. For those of you who are just now tuning in, there's nothing wrong with enhancing your beauty. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, think about things before you do them and the risks that you take. And let's also be clear. Women of color are not all international women of color are not the only ones getting hair extensions. A lot of white America also is getting that. So don't think that it's for one particular group of people. I would be petrified. Even just breast augmentation, that's a little too close to my heart to mess around. So abnormal heart rhythm, airway obstruction, blood clots, of course, brain damage, death, heart attack, malignant hyperthermia, nerve damage, stroke, temporary paralysis, blood loss, skin death. That doesn't sound good. I don't know if that's a form of gangrene or not, but that's wicked. I mean, I don't know. So do your research, guys. What the problem was. But before I continue that story, we've got a call. Let's go to Zani. Zani's holding on line 1. Zani, are you there? I appreciate it, Zani. Look, you enjoy your day. Abundant blessings. Hope to talk to you next Monday. Thanks a lot. Okay, bye-bye. Thanks a lot, Zani. That was great. And she's so right. And that's another thing. Over and over again, these celebrities and stars are getting like a ridiculous amount of plastic surgery. Joan Rivers in particular. I love you, Joan. You're funny as you can be. But yourself and your daughter, I think the problem with Joan Rivers is this. She has been getting so many plastic surgeries and the wrong ones. At one point in the 80s, she was looking really bad there. Well, now she's finally got it right. But unfortunately, she's gotten so many plastic surgeries and cosmetics that now that she's got the right one, it looks like she's in an air drift, like someone is pulling her skin back. And then her daughter, who does shows with her sometimes, She's gotten, the earliest she's gotten surgery has been like 30, her early 30s, getting nose jobs. You know, Hollywood, I understand, but give me a break. She's not even allowing her young skin to breathe and see and let this world see, let alone, just be in this world in the show business. So what I want to do now is, before I give you all some of the what I call the dotted line segment of this show, which of course all business contracts need to be signed on the dotted line. So we'll go into the final thought very soon, but I want to give you all some celebrity names to throw out there that have been getting, that you all are very familiar with and maybe you're not familiar with. Of course, we got Kim Kardashian. You got Heidi Montag. You've got Nicki Minaj, who, by the way, calls herself, the Black Barbie. That's pretty crazy. I don't know what she's disappeared to, but her also. And as I said, on the men's side as well, you got Mickey Rourke, and he's another one. He got horrible. He was looking really bad for a while there, but now he's got it right, and he looks pretty doggone good. Sylvester Stallone also is another one. And, oh, man, so some of these celebrities really need to stop getting multiple surgeries. It's getting really, really bad, guys. Okay, so now we've come to the dotted line section. And like I said, it's the final thought. So here's the dotted line. Some people have no choice but to get reconstructive surgery, cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery. They've had injuries. They've had life-altering situations where, they've lost a nose, they've lost ears, they've lost eyes, and all kind of things, and that's pretty sad. So some of us have to just take that chance anyway with the complications, because you have no choice in order to feel like normal in this modern day society. It costs to enhance your beauty to these measures. And if you have a private practice, which there are thousands out there, as I said, 6, Baltimore's the number 6 in the roster, please make sure, it would be nice to have quality services, and we can only hope that people are paying what they get for it to a certain degree, and that their price tag is reasonable. And my question to you is this: are some of these inexpensive practices inexpensive because they're just in it for the money? Is that why you see some women walking around with uneven breasts, uneven backsides, like the woman I was going to tell you all about who was in the metro? She was terribly skinny, but you could tell, it was painfully obvious that she had butt implants, and it was uneven. That's what I meant to tell you all. So is that what you're seeing here? Because maybe she got it from a doctor who was very inexpensive, incorrect nose job, or even quickly sagging skin so fast after their facelift. Some of these enhancements are made as easy as getting a weave put in your hair. Try this for a moment, guys. Ladies, listen up. Cherish and love what you have for your natural assets and your natural beauty, for women and men. Women in particular. But here's another shout out for women of color in particular. Don't forget who you were, who you are, who you will always be. Here's an interesting fact that some of you all don't know. Read your history. Okay, Cleopatra was looking more like, if you read your history, you'll find out that Cleopatra looked more like Tracy Chapman and Whoopi Goldberg than she did Halle Berry and Liz Taylor. Read your history. It's the truth. It's right there in black and white. So don't forget who you were, who you are, who you always will be, which is prettier than plastic. Well, that's about it, guys. I'm out of here. I really appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you tune in every Monday from 1:30 to 2 p.m. on WOLB's 1010 AM. My name is Robin-Annette, and I'm signing off from Mind Your Business, M.Y.B Talk Radio on Radio 1's WOLB 1010 AM in Baltimore. Abundant blessings.